Hello guys, how are we doing today? Today's video is going to be my first Vanguard video. It's going to be on the beta. I'm not going to go too much into my thoughts on the game because I'm going to do that in a completely different video. Um, there are some positives, some negatives. It's been a bit of a mix. But the video I've got to do today is a 61 kill banger. It's on my favourite map of the beta so far, and it's with the MP40. So in front of you, I've got my best class so far that I've been able to found. It's my favourite class. It might not be the best, but it's the one I've been able to guarantee getting kills on, and this is where I got the high gameplay. So we've got the number 3 rifle break as the muzzle, the slate reflector for the optic, that stock, I'm not even going to bother pronouncing it, the SG98 compact underbarrel, the subsonic ammo type, leather grip, rear grip, steady proficiency, and the surplus kit as the final attachment. So yeah, that's going to be the attachments. Let's get straight into the gameplay. So kicking it straight off with the gameplay, no, I couldn't remember that before, but it's actually called Eagle's Nest, I believe. And as I said, this is my favourite map so far. You've got 3 lanes essentially. You've got the middle through like all the lounge, the diner, and it's absolutely chaos. In the middle of the map, it does get pretty mixy. And then obviously you've got the right cliffside where you've got like a long corridor where you have the AR sat and all the snipers. And then you've got the left cliffside. Obviously, you've got all this shoot-through capabilities in the middle. I'm not really sure I like it because I mean, we're going to ignore me just completely falling beneath the map right here. That's just one of the many hiccups of the beta that I managed to experienced. I think my whole team sort of did it at the same time, which is why I sort of looked a bit frazzled there. But yeah, the middle of the map's a bit mixy because you've got all these broken areas which you can shoot through and you can break all the cover and it's nuts. I'll say that as I'm in it, I try and avoid it at all costs really, just because it's super mixy. And right there, I saw 3 people and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to dip. But I didn't. I decided to run around and get them from behind, but they all sort of knew I was going to be there, so that's a shame. So you can see I've got Ghost, Radar, and Double Time, I think, as my perks. Ghost is a pretty much go-to on this, simply due to the fact that every other soul on the other teammate has a UAV. And the way it works in this game, you can't actually call out 2 UAVs at once, so it means that if they're sort of waiting to call one out, they won't be able to until the other one has gone, which means there's going to be a UAV up pretty much most of the time. And the same thing goes with counter UAVs. I don't know whether you guys have found it be in a similar situation, but counter UAVs seem to be always up. I mean, I'm running it at the moment. That's because it's so powerful. Yeah, so I've got radar as well because this radar's the perk which sort of makes the minimap a regular minimap. It enables enemies shots and when they're unsuppressed to come up on the minimap, so it's good for locating where they are. And then I've obviously got double time just to, boost my sprint a little bit more. I'm able to crouch faster as well. I'm not the sort to crouch around, but so I won't be using that capability quite so much. But yes, streaks I'm running, as I said, briefly mentioned, are going to be counter UAV. Because I know how annoying it is for it to be done against me, so I thought, you know what, let's use it against them. Counter UAV, glide bomb, and dogs. I think dogs are a must. I mean, if you're hoping to get these high kill games, dogs are an absolute must. Although they do die quite quickly. If they're getting shot at, I mean, ignore those shots. They do die pretty quickly. I'm not quite sure why. It'd be cool if they had more damage, but again, people would be arguing that they're overpowered. But it is what it is. Glide bomb's okay. It's a bit hard to control. I've heard that people on keyboard and mouse are struggling a bit because obviously with the mouse you've got to sort of drag over and over again to one side if you want it over, and the sensitivity is pretty scuffed on it, I've heard. But I found it okay. It's pretty logical where the bomb's going to go, so it's not too difficult for a controller player. Yeah, so that's going to be the attachments on the kill streaks I'm running. The game type, Patrol, it's a new game type. I actually quite like this. It was actually my preferred game type, because obviously on the base you've got Kill Confirm, TDM, S&D, Domination, and Patrol. I think that's all of them. And yeah, as I said, this is by far my favourite game type, simply due to the fact that there's something to work for. You sort of can understand where enemies are going to be coming from, where they're going to be going to. Yeah, so by far my favourite game type. And I suppose it's similar to Hardpoint, but not. If you guys don't know, it's essentially you've got a hill and it constantly moves around the map. It's not like Hardpoint where it drops to one area, then sits there for a minute, and then another area, and then sits there for a minute. It is constantly moving, and it keeps the gameplay constantly at a good pace. I don't know whether you guys saw right there. I landed a good few bullets there, but my hit reg just was off. I don't know whether I was missing or the reticle makes it a bit obscure. But I feel like my shots were hitting and they just weren't. And I mean, what am I meant to do there? I think about 10 of the whole enemy team just jumped around the corner at me. Yeah, so I'm not going to really go too much into detail on other factors and pros and cons of the game and what I like, what I don't like, because I'm going to save that for a whole new video. That's can be quite a lengthy video, so I don't really want to do it in this one. It's going to be a standalone one, so that'll be coming out sometime after the beta. I think I'm going to play it a bit, get some good game time in, and hopefully be able to give you a sort of balanced review of what I think how the beta's gone. I know Sledgehammer Games are a pretty good developer compared to Treyarch and Infinity Ward. They do listen to feedback a little bit more than the other two, but well, we'll see. We'll see. It's only beta stage, so they could be luring us in to false sense of security by doing so. Yeah, so as I said, if I didn't say already, this is actually a 60 bomb gameplay, so I do get plenty of kills. And at the moment, I'm sort of, this is my go-to MP40 class. I am going to be putting out other videos with other guns because, you know, it's a beta. I'm not really here for playing KD and score and stats, so I am here to experience all the guns, see what they're all about. So if that's something that you guys would be interested in watching, make sure you sub, because there will be more Vanguard content with all the guns and everything coming out in the coming weeks for sure. So that's going to do it for me. I'm going to leave you the rest of the video. I think there's another 5 minutes left, but make sure you stay to the end because, as I say, I do drop a 60 bomb. Yeah. So yeah, take care, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying the beta. Let me know how you guys are getting on, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao.
Need defense and patrol zone. Contact to the patrol zone. They have the patrol zone. Control zone is ours. You had that coming. We got an empty patrol zone. Lead's ours! Tossing stun grenade! I'm pinned here! Hostiles took the patrol zone. Stun grenade out! Patrol zone is ours. They have the patrol zone. They're driving us back! Double kill! Counter recon aircraft fueled and ready. Triple kill! Patrol zone secured. The lead's ours! Hold on to it! Weary day for the enemy. Patrol zone's up for grabs. They have the patrol zone. have the advantage. Take the zone. We're losing. Control zone is ours. They have the patrol zone. We have the lead. Keep it up. They have the patrol zone. Patrol zone is ours.
Tossing stun grenade!
Contact to the patrol zone. Counter-recon aircraft, glide bomb, ready for target. Double kill. Bloodthirsty. Triple kill. Patrol zone is ours. Double kill. Direct hit.
Blind the bastards! Just a scratch!
Double kill. Pat yourselves on the back and head on home.